In 2021, J.K. Rowling made headlines when she made some debatable statements on Twitter regarding gender issues, which she doubled down on in numerous tweets and an essay on her website. Luckily, others who have been involved with the franchise have felt differently. I'm Adam Andrews with InformOverload, and this is the top 10 Harry Potter stars speaking out against J.K. Rowling. Before that though, let me know down in the comments which Harry Potter movie or book was your favorite and why. Coming in at number 10, Daniel Radcliffe. Started things off with Harry Potter himself in June 2020 in response to Rowling's first tweets. Daniel Radcliffe posted an open letter on the website of LGBTQ youth nonprofit The Trevor Project, in which Radcliffe said, quote, "Transgender women are women. Any statement to the contrary erases the identity and dignity of transgender people and goes against all advice given by professional healthcare associations who have far more expertise on this subject matter than either Joe or I." He added, quote, "To all the people who now feel that their experience of the Harry Potter books has been tarnished or diminished, I am deeply sorry for the pain these comments have caused you. I really hope that you don't entirely lose what was valuable in these stories to you." He spoke on his response in a recent interview saying, quote, "I felt very much as though I needed to say something when I did, because particularly since finishing Potter, I've met so many queer and trans kids and young people who had a huge amount of identification with Potter on that, and so seeing them hurt on that day, I was like, I wanted them to know not everybody in the franchise felt that way, and that was really important." Number 9, Emma Watson. Honestly, Emma Watson, who played Hermione Granger, doesn't really need to even say anything. She is an incredibly outspoken feminist, with her famous speech describing feminism as the belief that men and women should have equal rights and opportunities, not to mention all the work she has done as a human rights activist. No one was surprised to see her respond, which she did on Twitter when she posted, quote, "Trans people are who they say they are and deserve to live their lives without being constantly questioned or told they aren't who they say they are. I want my trans followers to know that I and so many other people around the world see you, respect you, and love you for who you are." Number 8, Rupert Grint. Ron Weasley, played by Rupert Grint, also voiced his opinions on the subject. He said in a statement to the Sunday Times in UK, quote, "I firmly stand with the trans community and echo the statements expressed by many of my peers. Trans women are women. Trans men are men. We should all be entitled to live with love and without judgment." Just like Daniel, Rupert also spoke about his decision later, although he does express his respect for the author of the book that launched his acting career. He said, quote, "I liken J.K. Rowling to an auntie. I don't necessarily agree with everything my auntie says, but she's still my auntie." It's a tricky one. If you guys enjoy what we do here at InformOverload, dropping a like is all you gotta do to show us your support. Thanks, friends. And in at number 7 is Tom Felton. Tom Felton, who played Draco Malfoy, has stood in solidarity with his Harry Potter rival Daniel. Tom said to The Independent, quote, "I'm pro-choice, pro-discussion, pro-human rights across the board, and pro-love. And anything that is not those things, I don't really have much time for. It is also a reminder that as much as Jo is the founder of these stories, she wasn't part of the filmmaking process as much as some people might think. I think I only recall seeing her once or twice on set." And yeah, some people agree with that, which is why, while controversial, it wasn't exactly a big deal when Rowling was excluded from the HBO reunion of the cast and crew of the films. Number 6, Jason Isaacs. Since we just spoke about Tom Felton, who played Draco, why not talk about the actor who played his father, Jason Isaacs? The Lucius Malfoy actor had a bit of a different opinion to many of his younger co-stars, where he played a little bit of devil's advocate. At the time, he said, quote, "There's a bunch of stuff about Jo. You know, I play complicated people. I'm interested in complicated people. I don't want to get drawn into the trans issues, talking about them, because it's such an extraordinary minefield. She has her opinions, I have mine. They differ in many different areas." So, yes, he doesn't agree with Rowling, but despite their opposing points of view, Isaacs wanted to acknowledge all the good Rowling has done over the years through the Harry Potter series and her charity work. He said, quote, "One of the things that people should know about her too, not as a counter-argument, is that she has poured an enormous amount of her fortune into making the world a much better place for hundreds of thousands of vulnerable children through her charity, Lumos." And he continued on saying that his former co-stars have volunteered with Lumos and seen the work that they do. Number 5, Chris Rankin. Chris Rankin is a name most fans of the series may not recognize immediately. And it's true, even his character of Percy Weasley was less represented in the films opposed to the books, but he has also tweeted his support for the trans community, writing, quote, "My beautiful, brave, strong trans friends and house of #Christmas family. We love you. I can't say it enough. You're wonderful and deserve to be treated as such. Please know that. Be proud of who you are. We are proud of you." This was not too long after the controversy caused by Rowling's tweets broke headlines. Number 4. Bonnie Wright. "Another Weasley. We know just what to do with you." A tweet. Bonnie Wright, who played the role of Ginny Weasley in the franchise, doubled down on the phrase her other co-stars have been saying: "Trans women are women." She then addressed fans who may have felt conflicted about their love for the series after Rowling's actions. She said, quote, "If Harry Potter was a source of love and belonging for you, that love is infinite and there to take without judgment or questions." And it's true. Though created by Rowling through the films and various other mediums, the franchise and world that has been built has taken on a life that goes beyond any negativity in the real world. Number 3. Katie Leung. The Scottish actress Katie Leung, who played Cho Chang, has also taken to Twitter with her response to the controversy. Although there isn't a whole lot to say about her response, she tweeted, "So you want to know my thoughts on Cho Chang? Okay, here it goes," and added a whole whack of links to resources that support Black, transgender, and LGBTQ people. Number 2. Eddie Redmayne. Yes, Eddie Redmayne was not part of the mainline Harry Potter films, but as the central character of the Fantastic Beasts addition to the wizarding world created by JK, he has every right to be included on this list. A fact that he pointed out in his June 2020 statement when he said, quote, "As someone who has worked with both JK Rowling and members of the trans community, I wanted to make it absolutely clear where I stand. I disagree with Joe's comments. Trans women are women, trans men are men, and non-binary identities are valid. I would never want to speak on behalf of the community, but I do know that my dear transgender friends and colleagues are tired of this constant questioning of their identities, which all too often results in violence and abuse. They simply want to live their lives peacefully, and it's time to let them do so." The incredibly talented, award-winning actor also explained he has many trans friends and colleagues who are having their human rights challenged around the world and facing discrimination on a daily basis. But Eddie also disavowed the quote, "absolutely disgusting attacks" being hurled at Rowling online. And in at number 1 is Evanna Lynch. Evanna Lynch, who played the fan-adored character of Luna Lovegood, is going to finish off our list here. Like a few others, Evanna also expressed views on both sides of the battlefield. She wrote on Twitter in June 2020, "Feeling like you don't fit in or aren't accepted for who you are is the worst, most lonely feelings a human can experience, and I won't be helping to marginalize trans women and men further. I applaud the immense bravery they show in embracing themselves and think we all should listen to their stories." She also added, "I think it's irresponsible to discuss such a delicate topic over Twitter through fragmented thoughts, and I wish Joe wouldn't. That said, as a friend and admirer of Joe, I can't forget what a generous and loving person she is. I disagree with her opinion that cis women are the most vulnerable minority in this situation, and I think she's on the wrong side of this debate, but that doesn't mean she has completely lost her humanity." On top of these words, she also cleared up rumors that the cast had turned against Rowling during an appearance on GB News. She said, quote, "I've talked to all the cast. They all have great respect for her, even if they don't agree with her beliefs. I really strongly disagree with the narrative that there's a rift. She has her beliefs and she's doing her thing. We all have strong beliefs and it's been a very difficult conversation. I want there to be healing and I don't want us to keep fighting." Okay, that's all the time I have for you all today. I've been Adam Andrews with InformOverload. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Stay safe and well informed out there.